early in the show, but really at the end of the show, before we sign off here for 2015, what a group of young men that have come through here, matriculated, and played for you.
Well, again, I think what you think about guys like Snoop, and Steven, Ed Britt, Donnell, all those old guys that have been around here a long time, you sit there and recruit these kids out of high school, and you say, come join me, let's build this thing together, and can't thank them enough for all their effort and all that they've done for our college, for our program. It's it's a bittersweet, for me, because I've seen how much they've grown as people, as players, as students, so it's going to be a bittersweet day for me, and at the bottom of my heart, I really feel like that, I really want these guys to go off with a victory, so they can have a good taste in their mouth leaving here and be able to celebrate and sing that song in that locker room, and that's really what we want. And but irregardless, all these guys will leave here as winners because they are truly what college athletics is all about. They're you talked to Stephen about his academics, and you talked about Snoop about his major and the things that they do. They are truly student athletes with what they do here at PC. And every night I put my head on my pillow knowing that we do the right things at PC. We've got our values in the right place. And being able to build young men to be able to graduate from here and be productive citizens, and that's what we're doing. I truly would have hoped that they would have had a better senior year as far as wins and losses are concerned. But at the end of the day, for me, I want them to walk out of here with their head held high. They've got nothing to be ashamed about. They've got everything to be proud of, because I certainly am proud of them, and can't thank them enough for what they've done for our school and the loyalty that they've showed. And it'll be a great opportunity Saturday to send them out on the right way.
Absolutely. And I do want to acknowledge, we talk about Ed Britt and Gerard Dickey and Donnell and Snoop and Steven and all these guys, but there are also a lot of guys who graduate, who play, who maybe they get injured or they do something else. They're in the equipment, they're doing doing logistics, they're up in the booth. They are, it takes a lot of people who graduate and are part of this program that maybe are not on the field all the time.
You make a good point. You got guys, that may have gotten injured, may not have been able to, participate as much, and make an impact on Saturdays, but they've been great scout team guys,
sure.
For their time here. And, it takes a lot to be able to put on a football game on a Saturday afternoon. Sure. And so all 25 of these guys that we're going to honor on Saturday are deservedly of that. I think that at the end of the day, for me as a coach and running a program like we are and building young men, I think that it takes a lot of people to be able to accept a role on a team and the things that you learn being a part of a program like this, and that's the end game for me. They walk across the stage in May and get their degree. They're productive citizens. They represent our program and our college the right way. That's how I was when I was a player here with Callie Galt and Bob Strock and Elliot Paz and all the great coaches that have coached here over the course of time. And that's what I hope to pour into these guys here. And, so we're very proud of all of them and going to miss them terribly. And but we're going to put all of our efforts and forward on Saturday to try to get these guys out here with a win like they deserve.
30 seconds. What is it going to take to get them that win?
Well, I think number one, turnovers play a big part in games. We had those 2 turnovers in the first half last week that really hurt us. They're a high-risk offense as far as, they got a lot of meshes and pitches and tosses. And so we got to be able to create some turnovers, get them behind the sticks offensively. I think that's going to be a big part of it. How well we tackle in space, how we can get lined up, have great discipline on defense. I think that's going to be a big part of it. Create some turnovers. Offensively, be able to get our running game going, all right, be able to open up some things, throwing the football for Ben, being able to execute in the red zone, like you mentioned earlier. I think that's been a big part of it, be able to put points on the board. I think creating an advantage on teams, which, knock on wood, we've been great all year. Special teams, coverage units. I think we've only had, maybe 3 or 4 returns, punt return wise.
Yeah.
And that's something that Steven mentioned. But, so we've got to play the game the right way. I think we've done that all year. One thing I want to leave you with too. So I think those are going to be the things that I think that are going to be important in us winning the game.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, Ryan, coming on each and every week doing our show. Simon and Davis, all the hard work that they put on with all the sports information stuff we do, all the kids that come on, and all of our sponsors,
Sure.
that allow us to do this, share Blue Host football each and every week. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to thank you. I want to thank Steven. I want to thank Snoop. I want to thank every student athlete who's come on the show. I want to thank Marcus Cheeks. I want to thank his awesome staff at FATS. I want to thank everyone who has come out and supported and listened with us. I want to thank Simon, Davis, everybody at PC. I want to thank Kevin, Dave, everybody at Sunny 103.5, and Eric. And I hope I didn't leave anybody out. And I want to thank everyone who has listened to the show all year. I have enjoyed every single minute of it. And I want to thank also the support staff at Presbyterian College, G. Nichols, Megan, Truckee Whitaker, and everybody else who makes this program and all of the PC Athletics run. We got to go. We will see you next year when we return, and we will see you Saturday at 2 o'clock against Kennesaw State. We will see you next year when we return.